Hi, I'm Mark Schatz, architect with M&A Architecture. This is the A, my partner Anne.
Anne Eamon.
We met in architecture school at U of H. During our fourth and fifth year, we designed our own house. Also has ram windows in it now. But we built that, and it just kind of created our practice, I guess is a way to say it. So we're very much non-traditional people with a non-traditional practice.
So I was inspired to go into architecture because I had a real love of the arts, and I had kind of a science background, and so when I found something that sort of merged those two things, it just seemed to be a perfect fit.
Growing up kind of where I did in kind of the social context of where I was as a kid, I didn't even know architecture was a word. And so it took me a long time to realize that everything that I was doing was kind of leading in that path. And then going to the University of Houston and having the great fortune to have some really spectacular design instructors helped me really kind of understand what the potential of architecture is. I guess you could say I was always going to be an architect, I just didn't know it until I was older. So Anne and I are husband and wife, so we've been married almost 30 years, coming up pretty quickly. And we've had our own practice for about 20, and so we work with each other in all kinds of formats and circumstances, from business to kids and all of that.
Well, I think too, we've worked together for such a long time that I think we don't think about it. It's sort of a natural state.
Small houses are a way to really impact positively all kinds of things, quality of life issues. Small houses allow you to build higher quality at relatively comparable cost. Anne and I live in a small house ourselves right now. We're right at about 1,000 square feet. We could live in a 3,000 or 4,000 square foot sheetrock box out in the suburbs, or we could live in our small house that has slate tile skin on the outside and ram windows and Ipe floors and all kinds of things that are quality over quantity kind of stuff.
I think we also really appreciate the fact that allows us to have a slightly smaller, footprint.
Carbon footprint. Small has a lot going for it. One of the things I like from the architect perspective is we can craft what we want the window to be, and RAM can make that window for us. The quality of the units is impeccable, and over the years, from the use of the PPG glass to now the Cardinal 366, fantastic pairing of product. We love the Cardinal glass. The high performance thermal is fantastic for the big modern houses we like to do. With the Cardinal glass, you have the spectral selectivity, so you effectively get a UV management built into the window system. The flexibility there, from an architect's perspective, it gives you a palette of tools that just really amplifies the creative opportunities.
I think the other thing though that we really like is all the different ways that the ram windows can open.
Yeah.
So we can specify so many different options, or a combination of fixed glass and operable glass.
It has always, over the years, been consistently just a fantastic product. Well, being an architect and doing design build, there's really no such thing. I personally don't have any work-life balance. I just have what I call flow. We're just trying to get everything into the flow. So when we're not designing and building buildings, sometimes I work on sculpture, we do gardening, we travel. Really like to spend time with our kids as much as possible. I think the ability to find interesting clients who want to do interesting work, it's a very good environment for that. So there's a lot of ability to do stuff that would be very difficult in other places. So Texas is great in that way.
We get to design spaces that are indoor, outdoor spaces that you can use all year round, or in a lot of places that's not as true. It can be challenging, right, designing to our climate, but if you do it right, it can really inform the way that you actually approach design. I would like the ability to give as much time to each particular demanding piece of my day as I feel like it deserves, so.
Okay, if I had a superpower personally, it would be the ability to make memory endure in a positive way. If you could just help people focus on the positive, that would probably be something that would just make it better, because generally you don't need big strokes in life, you just need little nudges, and it's the nudges that the hard thing to get.